Many Hong Kong people enjoy going out on pleasure boats to appreciate beautiful scenery or engage in various water activities. However, with the continuous increase in the number of pleasure vessels, berthing demand at the typhoon shelter has become increasingly tense. An associate professor from the Department of Logistics and Maritime Studies at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University used drones to collect a large amount of data on vessels berthing and proposed solutions to ensure effective management of typhoon shelter berth space.
Typhoon shelter is a limited public resource for local vessels to take refuge during the passage of typhoon. Congestion, collision, dissatisfaction associated with the high density of ships in shelter space become a pressing maritime spatial planning concern. For instance, the Marine Department of Hong Kong predicted a significantly intensified competition for shelter space between different types of local vessels until 2030, especially among the fast-growing number of pressure vessels. Efficient shelter space planning will have profound socio-economic benefits to the coast cities.
Local government traditionally assign a uniform shelter space for local vessels, regardless of their size and mooring forms. Instead, our research team proposed a new method called occupation factor to reflect the relationship between ship size, mooring forms, and their required shelter space. Based on the image data collected by the aerial survey, we are able to calculate the average occupation factor. The unit shelter space proposed by our method can save on average 2.8% space than traditional methods.
Our measures can process 26,000 images of different sizes, and the ship identification accuracy rate is over 90%. Our method is more flexible and accurate than most traditional methods.
The computer vision-based method significantly optimizes the unit shelter space required by our individual local ships, which would aid managers to utilize shelter space resources. With reference to the finger pipe berth parameter design of Japan, the United States, Australia, and Hong Kong, the research team has proposed 3 scenarios of finger pipe berth planning with varying distribution of small, medium, and large vessel size. The Marine Department is obligable to periodically assess the demand and supply for typhoon shelter of local vessels. Funding of the research were acknowledged by the local government and would be incorporated into the assessment of typhoon shelter space 2022 to 2035. The project changed the traditional surveying method, significantly reduced the manpower in investigating typhoon shelter space. The assessment result of Aberdeen typhoon shelter would be adopted by Marine Department as technical reference to decide whether additional finger pipe berths were necessary in typhoon shelter. Funding would be incorporated to the technical note supply assessment of Aberdeen typhoon shelter in 2022.